Welcome everybody to my poker channel From Zero to Hero, the journal of a traveling poker player. In this vlog I'm going to share what it takes to become a full-time live poker player and travel the world. Let's start with some background. I'm 36 now, born in Luxembourg, learned the game from my dad when I was 11 years old, and it was always a dream of mine to play poker for a living. Then life took its course and I ended up with a good paid job, ran some side businesses, had a house, a girlfriend, a dog, like a pretty standard life. But at some point I realized I wasn't truly happy with this life, and I wanted to fulfill my dream traveling and playing poker. Fortunately, my girlfriend at this point was on board with the idea. She got a remote job and we saved money to embark on this adventure. After selling the house and all our stuff, we started traveling in January 22. Unfortunately, we broke up 3 months later after 7 years relationship. That was the point when I decided to dive into full-time cash games. Right now I'm in Calgary, and exactly 1 year ago I started playing full-time cash games here. To give you an idea, I started with a 100k euro bankroll, which includes all my expenses for traveling and living. Over the past 1 year and 9 months, I've played approximately 1500 hours on low stakes 1-2 and 1-3 with an average win rate of 5 big blinds, and about 280 hours on 2-5 with a losing rate of 6 big blinds per hour. My net profit in cash games is around 7.5k, which is definitely not enough to make a living. Luckily, I performed well in a couple of tournaments. 22, I won the WSOP event in Cannes, had some small cash in other tournaments, finished second in a 500 Canadian dollars tournament in Calgary for 23k, and got 19th in the WSOP Colossus this year out of 16,000 players for 19k US dollars. My net profit right now is around 30k for tournaments. I don't really track tournaments consistently because I'm primarily focused on cash games. I also hit a bad beat jackpot this year in Calgary for 14k Canadian. After 1 year and 9 months now, my bankroll is back to 100k. So all my travel expenses since now are covered, but only because I got lucky in some tournaments and the bad beat. So it's not too bad so far, but not what I expected at this point. I've been in the Downswing now for the past 2 months, and I'm at a point where I was questioning if this was the right decision to take this path, but I don't regret it. I learned a lot, met a lot of people out there, and it was definitely worth it. I'm struggling with routines and getting motivated to sit down at the table at the moment, and that's why I'm starting this project, hoping to regain motivation and show you guys that it's possible. So I'm actually trying to go all in now, putting in all the work to find motivation and enjoyment in this lifestyle again. I've also decided to restart mental coaching, even though it's expensive, but I believe it's necessary at this point. I had some good experiences with previous coaches, and I will go into details in other videos. One of the crucial lessons I've learned during this period is that your mindset always have to be ready to play a game. So when I started, I had a daily schedule including workouts, meditations, studies, reading, coachings, and a healthy lifestyle. But after a sun run where everything goes your way, hitting all your sets and you feel invincible, you think you don't need those routines to be a winning player. But then comes the downswing. Weeks of being card dead, not getting action when you hit, and just sitting there for hours without anything happening. Then you get frustrated and impatient, which leads to poor decisions and significant losses. So because you just start punting and are involved in unnecessary spots, and then it goes down very fast. So after a week now in Calgary, I'm okay with my game. Still not playing a game, but also no major mistakes. My expenses here for 2 weeks are around 2k Canadian dollars, and I'm waiting to have a good session those coming days. In future videos, I'll share more about bankroll management, how to keep travel expenses low, and provide some session reports. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's restart this adventure and see you in the next video.